It's controversial, but at this point, particularly when I see the way the government's behaving, the suppression of monoclonal antibodies, the demonizing of generic treatments that are available, whether it's hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin, there's a concerted effort to demonize treatments that many doctors are using and many countries are using. There's fuckery going on, man.
Sure.
And there's brought to you by Pfizer.
Right.
And if you watch the root of this fuckery, it's real clear. And so I'm pretty confident in what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get vaccinated, and I'm not saying that vaccines don't have a positive benefit for a lot of people. They most certainly do. A lot of people who got COVID who were vaccinated, it was way better for them than not being vaccinated. That's a fact.
Right.
Another fact is there's treatments that are available that could stop it dead in its tracks, particularly monoclonal antibodies. The Biden administration is doing their very fucking best to make it really hard to get monoclonal antibodies. And according to Peter McCullough, Dr. Peter McCullough, who's the most published physician in history in his field, the most published ever. He's a rock-solid physician without ever having any controversy in his career up until COVID. He says there's enough monoclonal antibodies for the entire country. He's like, they're doing their best to try to prevent this, because if you get that monoclonal antibodies, it stops COVID dead in its tracks.
So why wouldn't
early treatment with monoclonal antibodies knocks it dead? It did it with you.
Yeah.
It did it with me.
Right.
And
so then why not go that route? Now I know Pfizer's making a lot of money.
Because they want to vaccinate people. They want universal vaccination.
Yeah.
Now, you could say there's all sorts of like sinister motives for that.
Sure.
You could say they don't want a control group. They want the entire country vaccinated. So if health problems happen, there's no one to compare it to. There's a lot of things that you could say. You could say that it's just a gigantic money grab, that they have some sort of a very close relationship with the pharmaceutical companies that manufacture the vaccines.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I do know that there are treatments. And in a sane world, you would be pursuing all these treatments. They wouldn't just send you home and say they can't give you ivermectin, they can't give you anything else. They just come back when your blood oxygen level drops below 92. That's not normal. That's not normal with any other disease. When they have
the best
off-label treatments that are available that people are using, and there are randomized controlled trials that show that they work. I don't know if they fucking work or not. I'm a moron. All right, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an epidemiologist. I'm not a virologist. But the ones that I've talked to that have treated thousands of people, they tell you time and time again that these are effective methods. They point to Uttar Pradesh in India that's knocked it out using entirely this combination of ivermectin and a few other off-label drugs. They point to all these different countries all around the world that have experienced very low rates of COVID. And they say, why does Japan use ivermectin? Why do all these other countries use it? Why is CNN pretending it's veterinary medication when more people have taken ivermectin than there are horses on planet Earth? It's fucking nuts.